Hello all. Today we are going to see the double attack. So double attack is ambush and its name implies itself. It is an attack against two pieces or pawns at the same time. So now see, let's see in this position quickly. Now see, it's always good to keep your rook behind the queen. Indirectly, this bishop is just mid between the queen and the rook. Now, whenever you move your bishop, that queen will get attacked. So now let's see. Here is a general definition: a queen or a bishop lies in wait so that it can attack when another piece or pawn its own color moves other way. Now let's see in very simple language. This rook is indirectly attack on this queen. So whenever you move this bishop, that will be attack on this queen. Okay. So now just pause this video and check where you can move this bishop and you will get maximum benefit. So please just pause this video. All right. So if your move is bishop to a6, the perfect move. Now this rook is attacking to the queen and the bishop is attacking to the rook. Now suppose black queen try to save itself, then you're gonna capture this rook and you are a piece up. Or in case if you try to save its rook by any mean, then you're going to win this queen. So this is a double attack. So it means this bishop is rook is hiding below the bishop and indirectly attacking to the queen. So you need to find out the perfect square. But many students will find out this move bishop c4, but this is wrong because now queen can capture it. So the best move here is bishop to a6, attacking the rook and same time attacking the queen also. Let's go to the another example. Black has two knights, means equal to 6 points, versus rook and the pawn. So rook and pawn is also equal to 6 points. Rook point is 5 and pawn point is 1. So is equal to 6 points. Now it seems to be a very equal game because both having the similar material. Unfortunately, both knights are undefended. Remember Silliman's rule. There is a very good book of Silliman's Endgame. So every player should read that book once. Silliman's Endgame book. So Silliman's rule of recognition of chapter 1, white create a discover attack with king e3. Okay, now see here. Now you can pause. I already told you the move, but still you can pause the video and find out the best move for the white. All right. Now see here, the king to e3 attacking the knight, and the same time your rook is attacking the second knight. Hence both knights are not connected, so they cannot support each other, and black is forced to give up his one knight. So suppose if you move this knight, white is going to take the second knight, and this game is definitely white will win. There is one more square the king can play for discover attack, which is king to e4. But here is a trick. Now black can give a check by the knight, and if you move further, now knight will come to the defense on f7, and now both knights are connected, and this game is could be draw also. So white not having any piece up in this position. Chalo, go to the next position, similar what we have seen in very first example. Now please pause the video and find out where you can move your bishop, because this bishop is in discover attack, because same position rook is just lining up to the queen, and find out the best move for the white. All right. Now check your move. There are two moves white can play. Both moves are right. You can play bishop g5. This is one move. You can play bishop g5. So this is discover attack. So queen have to move, and then you can take bishop takes bishop. Second, a very logical move. You can play bishop to b4. Similar result because queen have to move, and then you can take queen takes. And this is both condition white is a piece up. But remember that in this position, you should not take queen takes bishop, because in this position, black will take bishop, pawn takes bishop, and now this game is equal. Even if you take queen takes, white having slight advantage because of black pawn structure, but it's not a winning advantage. So the best move is, after playing this, uh, bishop to b4 seems to be a very best move, which is very safe, and take the queen takes bishop also. You can take that in the way. Let's go to the next example. Is very similar, very identical what we have seen in last example. White queen is on f3, not on e2. See, now this bishop is not supported, as only supported by the rook. Now black rook on b8, not on a8. So this is little difference in last position. Now white to play. Pause the video. All right. So move here is bishop f4, attacking the rook and the same time attacking the queen also. Now if queen move anywhere, you are going to take this. Queen takes, and now in this position, if you see, this is white clearly winning, because white now having a rook against the bishop at the end game, which is rook is more powerful than the bishop. Chalo, next game. Now the most effective type of discover attack involving checking the enemy king. So that is a most efficient way to give a discover attack. This type of discover attack is even stronger if it's included double attack. Because of the check, the opponent helpless to prevent the other attacking piece. Now let's see in this example. Now I would ask to just pause the video and find out the best move for the white. All right. Now in this position, the white will simple go for knight e4. Now this is bishop is attacking to the king. Now, because of bishop attacking, there is no piece can come in between, and this knight is also attacking the queen. So if you play f6, or if you move the queen, white is going to win this queen. So naturally, king have to move, and then queen takes bishop. Knight takes queen, and here black is going to win this game because black is having extra piece. Let's go next. This is very, very common. Many times you will see this position in your game also. This is show another example of crushing discover attack. White plays the bishop. Okay. Please pause this video and check it. Check your moves. So pause your video and just go ahead. What should white play in this position? All right. The move is bishop to h7, checking the black king and uncovering the rook, which now threatened to black queen. And now, unfortunately, black queen cannot move because there is a check. This is best type of discover check. Now, if king takes h7, and white is easily winning the queen, which is most important piece in the chess. And this is white is completely up in this position. Let's go one more game. Now on this guiding strategic principle of chess, when you are ahead in the material, is good idea to trade the piece. Now black is actually here a pawn up, and black wants to trade this piece and the queen. So black aim to exchange the queen here in this position. In this attempt, black played knight to d6 to create more attack and win the piece. Now just check it out, white to play and win the piece. Pause the video. All right. The move here is rook to e8. Now, suddenly, if you see this position, white places his rook on the hopeless square, but thereby allows to white queen to uncover and attack. So it's this counterpart on d5. Black must get out the check. So black must need to take this rook takes, rook, or knight takes, whatever the move. But here, black is unfortunately losing his queen in this game. So in this discover attack, if you see this position, Just discover attack check. And if we take knight takes also, we are going to win the queen. Chalo, this is one more example, double check. This is most powerful type of discover attack, is the double check. This type of check tends to be a very strong because it check the king with the two pieces. The king is forced to move and the enemy army is, thus frozen for at least one move. Now see this, actually this rook is pinned. So now rook cannot move. And this is completely almost winning for the black. But black having a one very good move. So please pause this video and check it out. It's white to play and win the game. All right. The move here, if you found this move, fantastic. Move here is bishop d6. A double check. Now the check with the bishop and the check with the rook. Now in this position, he forced to take the move king g8, and then you are going to win a piece. So this is like, you're losing the game. Now you won the game just because of your discover attack. Chalo, again, this now discover attack, winning the piece, or sometimes in this position, you can win the game also. Not only winning the piece, you can checkmate your opponent. As I discussed, this is very silly, but graphical example of discover attack turned into a double check. Black is so far ahead in material. See, black having a lot of pieces in this game. You can see this. And however, instead of resigning, white plays a very beautiful move here. So please pause the video and find out what is a move. All right. If your move is knight g6, fantastic. You learn the discover attack. Very good. So now this king does not have any square and this is a checkmate. Now rook takes rook is not possible because this knight and the rook both are attacking. Black cannot take his knight also because rook is attacking, and this is white is won this game. Okay, so chalo. Now this is one again small discover attack here. White to play and win a pawn in the end game. So in end game, winning a pawn is also very much important. So in this position, let's see here. Pause the video. What should white play? Okay, all right. Let's see the move. The move is here. Knight takes pawn. Discover attack on the bishop. So if he take bishop, if he take knight takes knight, then you will win the bishop and you are a pawn up. And if he take bishop takes bishop, then you are going to win this knight takes knight. And again, in the end game, you are a pawn up, and a pawn up in the end game is a big advantage for the winning the game. So thank you all. I hope you understood the discover attack. Read the book Yusupo. There are a lot of examples of this strategic play of middle game. You should always study. You should always play the puzzles, and you should know discover attack. Next chapter we will see the Greek sacrifice. Thank you.